Hello everyone, we are from group C241-PS377 and we are excited to present our Capstone project berUang. Our team consists of 7 members. From the cloud computing path we have Alif and Andro. From the mobile development path we have Nashwa, which is myself and Adam. Finally, from the machine learning path we have Hendra, Rizky and Sapril. So what is berUang? berUang is a personal finance management app designed to help you effortlessly manage your expense, income and savings goals. We did a background study on the current economic trends, focusing on Gen Z's behavior towards budgeting. The results showed that many Gen Z individuals overspend and struggle to save money. This led us to develop a safe platform where users can document every transaction using our OCR models. Users can scan receipt, for example, and track their savings progress according to their goals. The missing element we identified for improvement is enhancing the detail in transaction histories. Our future plans include implementing a food recommendation system based on the user's monthly budget and providing more detailed monthly and weekly transaction reports. Next, my partner will present our machine learning implementation.
Okay, for the machine learning, we are using optical character recognition to turn image data into text. For the OCR model, we utilize Tesseract for the OCR library to read the text of the shopping receipt image. From the text, we create a function to automatically extract the name and price of each product from the receipt. We are also develop classification model using LSTM to automatically determine its expense category that was recorded by the user. Our dataset use data that we collected ourselves. This dataset contain product names and keywords that commonly appear on shopping receipts, categorized as food, transportation, and shopping. The food category include a variety of product names and some familiar store or vendor name in Indonesia. The transportation category contains name of transportation services such as online travel agent, station names and trains, terminal name and bus, port name and ships, airport names and airplane, and several location or place name in Indonesia. The shopping category includes raw product or household tools. Next will be explained by Rizky.
Okay, for tech use, we use Tesseract OCR, TensorFlow, and Flash. We use the Tesseract OCR library to extract photo into text. Then we filter to find product name and price. Then we use TensorFlow to create a neural network model coupled with LSTM. And finally, Flash is useful for creating functions and model into APIs. This is the machine learning workflow. Users scan the recipe. OCR API read the receipt and classify its item. Classifications model predict its expense category based on the item name. The application will display the name, category, and price of the product. Here's the detail. The input is an image. Then the OCR API process the image to a text, continues with filtering the product name and price using regex. Then the name is entered as input to the category model. Then the application returns the price, name, and the item category.
So for our mobile development, we use three main tools. First, Figma for creating design before we slice the UI in Android Studio. Second, Android Studio for developing the application. And then Retrofit to connecting to API. In next slide, as shown here, we use Android Studio for slicing the UI and integrating it with the database. And in next slide, there is a demo of our application. First, of course, we have to register and login first. Next, you go to the main screen or our homepage where you can view expense and income across various categories. For input the transaction, you can input transaction either manually or by uploading a photo. And this is our next feature. You can view the transaction history. And next, you can set your financial target. As you can see here, there is a food recommendation. This is for our future update. Thank you.
Okay, so now for the cloud computing in our project. Okay, so for the technology used in the cloud computing part to develop the API, we are using Node.js plus the Express.js framework. And for the authentication, we use the Firebase authentication, and also for the data storing and real-time database, we are using the Cloud Firestore to store user data and the transaction data, etc. And for the keeping the images from the OCR model, we are using cloud storage or the cloud storage bucket to store the image. Also, for the tools that we use in the cloud computing are the Visual Studio Code and also the Postman to test the API we develop.
For this diagram, showcase our cloud-based architecture using a Google service. At the core, we have a backend deployed on the cloud run, which handle web server and REST API function. Image captured by the smartphone are stored in cloud storage. Our classification model and OCR system also deployed on the cloud run. Process this image, the results are then stored in the cloud file store or my database. This setup ensures scalability, efficiency, and real-time processing, making our application robust and highly responsive.
Now we want to talk about our market proposal for berUang Capstone project. Our first target market is younger generation from 20 to 24 years old, which is right now still begin working, so they didn't have that high income, but they want to manage their own money efficiently, so they need an app to do this. The next one is why our users need our solutions. It can be seen from 4 different perspectives, which is from purpose, data, government, and stakeholder perspective. The main point I want to highlight is that we want to raise the awareness of financial literacy for the younger generation, because it is good for the economies, and the Gen Z really spend their income mostly on consumption, and we want to make aware of Gen Z of this thing, about this thing, so that it didn't become a bad thing in the long term. The next one is our project's SWOT analysis. We can divide them into strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat as usual. The main thing I want to highlight again is that we want to raise the awareness about financial literacy using advanced technology that we can use, but there rise some challenge and opportunities that we want to handle, which can be seen in this slide. The next one is the budgeting for our project. It can be divided into 2 options. The first one is if we get like $5,000 for the budget, and we divide them into mostly for infrastructure and team salary. And the next one is the second option, which is the same as before. We divide them mostly into team salary and infrastructure and operational. But the difference in this one is that it is much higher in value than the previous one.
It is the milestone timeline for the berUang project in 2024. In August, promote the app and attract users to generate initial interest and build our user base. And in September, focus on testing and fixing bugs while initiating our marketing strategy for a wider rollout. In October, conduct user testing and improve the UI UX to ensure the application is user-friendly. In November, evaluate user feedback, make necessary improvement, and release the application, refining it based on the real experience. In December, extensively promoting start cooperation with investors and officially launch the app, making our beginning of our journey to market success. Thank you for this presentation and your attention. With our solid strategy and hard work, we believe berUang will achieve the great success. Let's make our vision a reality together. berUang, you're in its body.